Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your weekly edition of the MMA Insiders. I am Frank Trigg, here in studio in Las Vegas, Nevada, and down there in Costa Rica is Nick Kalikas. Nick, how was American Thanksgiving in Costa Rica?
Well, actually, I'm visiting family in Ohio at the moment, so I'm not in Costa Rica. So it was good to see my family, good to see friends, so it was pretty cool. It was okay.
Did you and your brother get to spend any time beating each other up like you did back when you were kids?
Nah, man, that's been a while since we've done that stuff. But yeah, I mean, we got a chance to hang out a little bit too, which was pretty cool.
Good, good. Well, let's get right to it. We're talking about Bellator 82 this week. It's coming off on Friday night. It's Soaring Eagle Casino Resort in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Nice and cold up there right now. Co-main event, Tony Hervey versus Alexander Cernovsky. Hervey, MMA record, 15-12, 11 wins via KO, 4 wins via sub. Cernovsky, MMA record of 20-1, 6 wins via KO, 11 wins via sub. Got to be honest with you, I think the Russian has got to be the favorite coming into this one, and rightfully so. Am I correct, Nick?
Yeah, he's a huge favorite, actually, around 5-1. I opened him minus 525. The public's actually him up a little bit, some sharp action as well. Not afraid to lay that juice. But you know what? They're on the right track, man. I mean, obviously this matchup was made for Cernovsky, I think, to get a win. Nothing against Hervey, but you could tell by his record. Actually, he is better than his record indicates. 15-12 probably doesn't do him enough justice. He's a well-rounded fighter, very dangerous, but the way he matches up with Cernovsky is not good for him.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I think Cernovsky pretty much wins in any position that he wants to. I do see this not getting out of the middle of the second round. I think by the middle of the second round, we're going to see a TKO finish, if not a complete knockout, just because of Cernovsky's power on his feet. So moving down to the main event. It's finally here. The Bellator welterweight tournament finale. It's ready. It's been a long time in coming. Lyman Good versus Andrei Koreshkov. Lyman Good comes in with 14-2 records, 7 wins via KO, 6 wins via decision. Koreshkov comes with an MMA record of 12-0, 8 wins via KO, 3 wins via sub. I've got to tell you, I think this fight's going to be really, really close, but I got to think that Lyman Good is the favorite, especially since it's in America and Bellator is an American corporation. Am I right in saying that, or am I wrong?
Well, no, actually, I opened up Koreshkov as a slight favorite. He's around 155, 160. The betting public since has bet him down to around a pick 'em. Some spots do have Lyman Good the slight favorite right now, and I think we're going to probably see Good as a slight favorite by fight time as well. So you're right now, but I think that Koreshkov should be the slight favorite. Again, the way they match up here, I have nothing but respect for Lyman Good. I think he's a very talented fighter, one of my favorite fighters in Bellator. But the way these guys match up, I think a lot of people think Good's going to look for the takedowns and possibly control this fight. I think he's going to struggle getting the takedowns. And on the feet, I give the edge to Koreshkov, so I got to go with Koreshkov in this fight.
Yeah, Koreshkov is a much better stand-up guy, but I like the way that Lyman Good has progressed through the tournament in these short breaks. He's only getting like a 2 or 3 week break before he has to come back into it again. He actually changed his game plan up a little bit between each fight. He's getting much better at striking for the takedown as opposed to just shooting for the takedown, which is what he did in the past. Against Koreshkov, if he tries to just shoot for the takedown, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He's got to punch, get Koreshkov to bring his hands up and defend himself a little bit to get the takedown. But I agree with you, Nick. It's going to be very difficult to get this down to the ground. But once it goes to the ground, I think Lyman Good controls it. For him, I think I'm taking Lyman Good. I think he's going to win, but via decision. It's not going to be a finish on this one because both guys are just so talented.
Yeah, you can't argue that as well. I think it's going to be tough for a finish here. But you know what? Lyman Good has never been stopped. There's always a first time for everything. And I think it is a 3-round fight. And if it does go 3 and it does stay standing a little bit, we could see for the first time Lyman Good gets – I have that feeling in my gut that tells me Koreshkov might get the TKO stoppage, if not an ultra-competitive decision. And it could go either way, one of those split decision types. But I think Koreshkov might sneak us a stoppage here, honestly.
Oh, okay. Well, there you have it. Nick and I are disagreeing on the first one, or on the second one, the main event. And on the co-main event, we kind of agree. We definitely think that Alexander's going to be able to run through this one relatively easily. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is your weekly edition of the MMA Insiders. We'll see you next week.